Hey everyone, here's our sprint planning meeting for the product marketing team for July 18th. I'll share my screen and we get things going. I know Tina's been out, but do you want to go first?
Sure. I'm going to spend a bit more time catching up from PTO. And then I see on my board, there's a bunch of stuff relating to the features section, which has kind of also now become the solutions body of work. So I'm also going to spend this whole week trying to sort through how to kind of reframe these issues and get back on track with some of the work we're doing. But specifically, we're talking about completing the features section in the IA, which has kind of become the solutions section now, and some updates to the features pages, which has now become the solutions page, which means less updates to the features page. That probably made no sense, but that's what we're sorting through today. And I believe I'll be working also on something that Philza just assigned to me that I immediately forgot what it was, a survey. Next is Nathan.
Thank you. Yeah, so the first thing I'm probably going to jump on is the features YAML file. I was just trying to understand it, talk to stakeholders, and just see how we can consume it without, causing any chaos. But on top of that, Slippers went in on, I don't know if it was like Thursday. There's an MR open, and there's just been some feedback on it. I think specifically about kind of buttons. Some of the buttons don't look nice on different color backgrounds, so finding solutions for that. And then there's going to be another version of Slippers coming this week with the scroll to top button and then some changes to some components. And also I'm going to start investigating the Slippers Figma plugin. So with the latest release of Storybook, which we implemented last week, we now have access to this plugin, which will hopefully make syncing Figma and Storybook a lot easier. Yeah, we'll see how that goes, but more of just an investigative issue. Javi?
Yes, I'm here. Top of mind, first thing I'm getting resolved is trying to get the gtag GitLab.com MR merged. It already went through the first review. It looks like the person who reviewed doesn't have access to merge, so I don't know who's the appropriate person to tag once all of that stuff is resolved. I did get some feedback that's non-blocking that I will get sorted through. I did get assigned something from Tyler since he's going to be gone on adding events to the data later for the SaaS trial flow. I believe it's button clicks for the welcome page. So when like a user starts to go through the sign up flow, and when they hit the welcome page, there's like certain buttons on the page. More information that I will be getting from that. I reopened the issue for running the A/B test experiment with LaunchDarkly since we tried running an experiment before and then we got the crazy MAU error. So now we're going to try that again. And then once all of that is done, and if I have time at the end of the sprint, I'm going to try to finally close the MR for adding the side navigation to the missing pages that we talked about. That's it for me. Up next is Margaret.
Yep. So I'll be working on the continuous delivery migration, migrating that page to our Better Experience repo. I'll also be working on the features landing page update. I'm going to try to focus on the design or layout updates before continuing with anything related with the content, since as Nathan mentioned, we're still defining that. And I also think I'm just going to be on the lookout for any release post template updates that we might come up with in the future. I know that's an ongoing conversation, so I'm just going to keep an eye out for anything that's needed there. But that's it for me. I think that's it.
I don't have anything else. Philza?
Nope, that's it for me.